Hello, welcome to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Thursday, February 1st, 2024. We go to Sudan, where Hameti makes a plea to igad. The commander of the Rapid Support Forces, Lieutenant General Muhammad Hamdan, aka Hameti, has urged the leaders of the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, known as igad, not to consider Sudan's withdrawal from the bloc. This was announced by the commander-in-chief of the Sudan Armed Forces, Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. In a letter addressed to igad chairperson on Monday, Hameti expressed regret over the Sudanese Armed Forces commander's boycott of the igad's 42nd Extraordinary Summit, calling the unfortunate decision a flagrant violation of the igad summit resolutions that does not reap any tactical or strategic benefits. Hameti criticized Burhan's withdrawal of Sudan from igad, underlining that it does not represent the legitimate position of the Sudanese government nor its people. Such decisions, he added, cannot be at the whim of a frustrated factional leader, adding that al-Burhan, quote-unquote, lacks the requisite legitimacy and the mandate to speak on behalf of the people and the government of Sudan. The RSF commander also emphasized that his participation at the igad 42nd Summit came at the full respect of the numerous igad summit resolutions. Since April 15th, 2023, the National Army and the paramilitary have been engaging in battles in the country that has displaced over 1 million people. Those in Sudan, let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you feel that a long-term ceasefire is to come. Also, let us know on your thoughts. Let us know if you guys still want to be part of igad or not. Let's go to the Caribbean and end it there. We go to the Bahamas, where they still welcome visitors despite a travel warning. The Bahamas government says that the chain of islands remains a quote-unquote safe and welcoming destination as it responds to a travel alert by the United States that warned its citizens to be aware of the crime situation when visiting the Caribbean country. Last week, the United States Embassy advised American citizens to be aware that serious crimes have occurred in the capital since the beginning of the year. In a statement, the Office of the Prime Minister said that government is alert, attentive, and proactive to ensure that the country remains a safe and welcoming destination. It said last year that the country welcomed over 9 million visitors, a significant milestone for the nation. The government also said that we're proud to share our crystal clear waters, beautiful beaches, vibrant culture, warm people, and family-friendly adventures with many visitors. It said that the government is implementing a robust initiative crime reduction and prevention strategy, focusing on key pillars: prevention, detection, prosecution, punishment, and rehabilitation. Those in the Bahamas, let us know your thoughts on the travel warning. Also, on behalf of Kush News, we would love to come and visit the Bahamas. So no matter what travel warning is placed, we know better. When we come back, we'll have today's African proverb of the day. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day, and it comes to us from no particular African nation and or ethnic group, and it reads, "He who doesn't clean his mouth before breakfast always complains that the food is sour." Once again, he who doesn't clean his mouth before breakfast always complains that the food is sour. African proverb. This is talking about people who do nothing, really. There's a lot. You're probably watching me sitting right next to somebody that does nothing, and they always complain. So when you do nothing, you I don't know, for some odd reason, people who do nothing, they seem to complain the most. It's always it always goes hand in hand. So be wary of these people. Just know that somebody that complains a lot, more than likely their day is full of nothing. When you just ask them about their day, it's nothing. And so they're always just complaining because their energy is put forth complaining and doing nothing. So yeah, when you do nothing, you'll just complain about everything. Complain about the government, complain about the economy, complain about whatever it is. But the people who hardly complain because they're too busy, they're too exhausted from their own things. You know, whether it's their hustles, their families, their own passions, projects, hobbies. They are too busy to be complaining because they're spending all their energy on that. So, for my guys out there, never be a complainer. It's like being a beggar. I look at that. Yeah, don't ever be a complainer. I almost equate it. The being a beggar is the worst thing that you could do as a man. The one before that is being a complainer because nobody likes complaining. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.